maybe. What the hell? Oh, wait a second. Ha ha! Great success. What's up, Ace? We've just been struggling this morning. I had to sign out and sign back in. Yummy. What's for breakfast? I don't know what was going on with this. Oh, still in bed? Oh, yeah, you need some lube? Mmm, delicious. Well, you guys missed the disassembly of this because YouTube was my phone was being dumb. What you got going on today, Acers? Hanging out? Cardboard washer. Okay. Hanging out today. I heard music, so I was wondering if Gene showed up. I don't know if Gene is showing up today. We will see. Absolutely nothing. Hell yeah. I'm supposed to be working on the Volkswagen for him, but I didn't verify with him. Allie said, well, are you going to ask him? I go, no, because I don't want to make him feel like he's pressured to come over here. This is what we're doing today. We are regreasing the KitchenAid because we are making our own bread at home, and it is being a little noisy. Once again, I do apologize for that. The KitchenAid torn apart. The planetary is out. We are just cleaning up the grease as much as we can. I mean, I'm not going to make it look like brand new. When you do this, you want to make sure you have a ton of paper towels handy. I ordered 4 ounces of food grade grease, the NSF H1. And then I ordered, there's a gasket right here that gets soaked in oil and grease. So I ordered a new gasket. And then there is a gear right here that I don't know if you can see. It gets worn a little bit, so I ordered some new gears for it as well. Just to keep things running smoothly. We're using this a lot more. We haven't re-greased it in probably the entire time we've owned the thing. So that's what we're doing today. Just working on cleaning up some of this stuff. Ooh. Make sure you don't lose all your cardboard washers, probably like I did. This thing goes right there. Okay. There is supposed to be... Fox is outside barking. There's supposed to be a pin somewhere underneath all this grease. Oh, I see it. This stuff is nasty too, by the way. Okay, I need to go grab a pair of needle nose. So I will be right back. If I can find a pair of needle nose. Okay, I don't know what the name of this thing is. This is the worm. I think this is the worm drive right here. There's a little pin. I know you can't, you probably can't see it. There's a little pin in there. Yeah, I got my pliers on it that you need to yank out so you pull the gear off. Now, once you got that pin pulled out, this shaft just slides out. And then this gear should just pop off. And there is one washer on the top and one washer on the bottom of that gear. And this will take half to a full roll of paper towels to get clean. And then you can clean it out as much as you want. I'm not going to spend a ton of time cleaning all this old grease off. I mean, this doesn't look terrible. It does look pretty bad. But it did its job. It was just not in the right place. Okay. And then this is the gear that we are replacing. And I didn't pay attention to orientation, so this gear, I mean, I think I spent like, oh yeah, this thing was ready to be replaced. I think I spent like $35 for the gear, the gasket, and the grease. So definitely worth the maintenance. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Am I making some more? S'mores? No, not right now. Although those are my favorite ones. That's my favorite dessert food. And I would not recommend using this chocolate. This grease is so bad. No, I was making bread earlier this week. I was making bread earlier this week, and it got pretty noisy. Yeah, there's so much. All love, yeah. All love to you guys too. Maybe I'll make s'mores tonight. I was making bread this week, or last week, or something like that, and it was pretty noisy, so we're just pulling it apart, regreasing it. You guys missed the tear down of it because my stream was being doom. You see all this grease is not where it belongs. I wish I could have shown because this stuff, when it's running, it just flings off. Actually, I have this housing piece I might be able to show you guys. Okay. I don't know if you could see in there, but you see how that grease is just, it's not even on the gear where it needs to be. 1 second, let me get this light. Okay. No. I mean, you could use brake clean, but since this is since this is food related, I try not to use like the chemicals and stuff. You can use like parts cleaner and stuff on this. Excuse me, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I haven't drank all my coffee. Anyways, you could use parts cleaner and stuff on this. You just want to make sure it's really, really well done, because that gasket, when it gets soaked in grease, it leaks, and this is where it goes. This is the ring. Oh, this is the ring that's like on the side, and that's why they put this on there, is to hide all the grease that when it warms up and gets flung everywhere, it leaches oil and stuff. So that's why you might see like black stuff in your, like when you're making your food and stuff. It's that grease that is seeping past this gasket that sits right here or down the shaft, which is why that's why this is a cup shape, because you can see down in there that all the grease is, and the oil when it separates is going down in there. Anyways, you can use parts cleaner on this. You just have to make sure it's rinsed really well. I don't want to. I'm not going to spend a ton of time. So what you should do is you should clean out all the grease from in between these teeth, in between all these teeth, and in between all those teeth. And then really make sure you clean it really, really good. I am not going to do that. This is my home machine. Doesn't matter to me. You know, I'm cooking for me and my family. So for me, it's not a big deal to get it super duper duper clean. I'm just cleaning that grease out of that housing right now. This thing is a little heavy because it's got the motor and stuff in it. The kids are right outside my window playing right now. So anyways, I'm just going to scrape off a good amount. I'm going to wipe it down decently enough. But I'm not going to go through and make this thing. Like if I were doing this for someone else, I'd definitely get some parts cleaner and I'd clean all this. Spray it out, you know, rinse it, make it look super shiny, super good. But since it's just for me, I'm not going to do that. It's not going to make that big of a difference to me. Okay, and when you pull this apart, all this baking stuff is fine. It's fine. This wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be caked up with flour and everything else. Okay, this is the old gear. This is the new gear. Which one's which? I wonder. This, I can't, I'm trying to show this on the camera. Oh, maybe right there if it'll focus. You see how that has some notches? Let me get my screwdriver so I pull it out. Come on. See how that is like notched right in there? That's from the worm gear just working. So that's why I bought a new one. This new gear is like $6 for a pack of 2. It's worth it's worth buying the new gear. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I lost one of my cardboard washers. Just for peace of mind. Because with my luck, what would happen is I'd get this all together. This is not metal, this is plastic. With my luck, I would put it together and this thing would break. That is what would happen to me. So I figured like $6 or $8 or however much it is worth paying so that when I get this back together, sorry, I'm focusing. When I get this back together, it doesn't just break. that's just my luck. Sorry, I'm focusing, guys. Trying to get it in the hole. Okay. What did I do with that pin? This one. It's the small one. This small pin goes right back into that hole. There's a hole in the shaft and a hole in the gear. Oh, that's not the pin for it. Maybe I bought the wrong gear. That is a possibility. Nope. It is a smaller pin. Okay. This is the importance of putting things in the bowl. Because just like me, I lost my pin. And it may have fallen on the ground, and I sure hope not. Let's see here. There's a pin for the planetary. There is... I really hope that I didn't accidentally stick it in the grease here that I'm going to have to fish around in. And I know this would be a lot easier if my workbench was clean, but I'm working on it, okay, guys? I'm working on it. Don't come at me. Because my workbench is a mess. We lost the worm gear pin. Well, I say we, but we all know it's me. Now I'm trying to remember where that other pin... Oh, that other pin goes in this one. Shoot. Okay. I know where that pin goes. Okay, anyways. Once you get that pin in there, which I'm going to have to find mine. We'll find another one. You just put it back up there. There are a couple of spots that there's like little pins that hold it up there. See, God, I feel like such an idiot. I put all of them, except for that pin, in the magnetic bowl. Why I didn't put that other one in, beyond me. And of course, it's the smallest one. So if it fell on the ground, we're not going to be able to find it. And I don't think it's attached to the bowl. I think maybe what had happened, and I'm really going to hate this, I think maybe it got stuck in some of this grease. Look at all this grease, though. Isn't that gross? You see how dark and nasty that stuff is? And then this is what the new grease looks like. See how nice and clean that is? Oops. Just give me a second, guys. I'm looking for that pin that I lost for some reason. I'm just an idiot, that's all. Don't you hate that? You have something and you're like, oh, it's definitely right here. So trust me, if you're working on your own stuff, it's fine. It's fine if you misplace some things once in a while. Probably what I'm going to do is if I can't find it, I'm going to make one from a screw or drill bit. This punch looks about the right size. I might be able to cut it off, and that punch is the right size. What do you think? Keep looking or cut my punch up as the pin. I actually don't know how strong these pins are supposed to be. So, and this is what's going to happen, right? I'm going to make a pin for that thing. And then I'm going to get it all put together. And can you guys guess what's going to happen? I'm going to find that pin. That's usually how it works. Just give me a second. I'm looking on the ground and making sure it's not in there. Okay, let me go through all these paper towels first. This is not going to be fun. Make sure to always put your pins and stuff in a bowl. Don't just set them on a workbench like my dumbass did. Okay. I'm going to go through these one at a time. Patience, patience, patience. I bet this would make some great fire starter. Maybe that's what I'll do. What do you think, guys? Patience, patience, patience. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. my disorganization. What are we taking bets on if it's in the grease? I don't feel it in that one. You want to be angled down so you guys can watch me comb through all this grease to make sure that my pin isn't there. Nope, not in that one. Not in that one. I don't see it. You'd tell me if you saw it, right, chat? I don't see my little pin anywhere. What the heck? The struggle is real. Oh, it's hiding. You see it right in there? I'm such an idiot. I couldn't even see it in there. It's okay. Just call me an idiot. You know you want to. I do it to myself. Although I know you guys were secretly hoping that I wouldn't find it so that you could watch me cut up my punch. I don't blame you. That's the kind of redneck stuff that I do. I just needed to start it in there, and then I should be able to push it the rest of it. You want to make sure to get this pin in. I'll show you, because this one wasn't really all the way in. You see how it's kind of sticking out on that side? On that side, it's flush, and that's what you want. Flush or just a little bit past it. Okay. Make sure to put this back on. Make sure to lose all your screws, and all your pins. Can you see that okay? Oh, let me turn this. Review. Okay. 3 screws hold this on. 1. Now, my stuff wasn't super tight when I was doing it. 2, 3. And none of this stuff should be super tight. Okay. This can go right there. Like that. Okay. Goes like that. And then there is, for this pin, see that hole right there? This just slips in there. Boom. Then this, pretty sure there's supposed to be grease in there. So now comes the fun part. Gonna regrease all of these teeth in here. Now, it would probably be a good idea to wash your hands before sticking them from the old grease to the new grease. But no one ever claimed that I was smart, so. And I'm sure that there's going to be other videos out there that tell you the exact right way to do it. Me, I'm just a stay-at-home dad that is just doing this because it was noisy and I was making bread. That's all. This is not an instructional video. This is not a how-to per se. This is just me working on my own home projects. Okay? Oh man, I am an idiot. I need to put that top thing on first. Oh yeah. Doesn't that look delicious? I know they make spreaders and stuff for this, but I just like using my fingers. I don't really know how much of this stuff is supposed to go on there, actually. I guess we just pack it full, right? It's like a bearing. These things are pretty easy to take apart, so. I mean, worst comes to worst, I just take it apart and add more grease, right? Ouch. That hurt. I just stabbed myself with like a piece of metal in there. Okay. Put it together, I guess. Now, should you scrape your fingers off that have new and old grease mixed together onto that thing? No. Did I do it? Yep. Is this my own home machine? Yep. Okay, I think we got her all greased. Okay. Now, very delicately, make sure your electrical grommet gets back in there. Oh, you know who forgot an important step? Me. You know what we almost forgot to do? We almost forgot to put the gasket back on between the top and the bottom. That would have been great. Say it with me. AK, you're an idiot. I got it. I got it, boys. I got it. Don't you worry. And girls, whoever's watching. Okay, you don't have to replace this gasket. You could try and reuse your old one. The reason why I am replacing my gasket is because it gets soaked with grease and it starts dripping. And that's why they have the beauty rings on these things. Okay. Now, firmly grasp it. Gently. Gently. Try and get it where it belongs. Maybe. Oh. Oh. Ha-ha! Great success. Okay, I don't know about all your guys's, but mine are square drive. And they're not just one square drive. They're two different square drives. I don't know what the torque spec is on this, but we're going to use our German torque wrench. Sorry. I just realized that this thing goes right here. Ooh, that was almost bad. If you don't know what a German torque wrench is, the German torque wrench, the torque drive, is good and tight. Good and tight, see? Good and tight. Ha ha ha. You can laugh all you want. Did you want me to turn this so you can see what I'm doing? Well, bam. We're just on reassembly right now. We got it all taken apart. We greased up, I think, as much as I need. I don't really know. This is my first time doing it. Maybe I'll put some more in there. What do you think? More greases? You think that's enough grease? Click. That's my torque driver. You like how that's working? That's my torque driver. I did. I found the pin. Yes, the last pin I pulled. It was in the black cap. Sorry, Ace. I don't know why this chat is not working. I found it. It was in the back cap, hiding like a little bee. This chat isn't auto-scrolling. Uh-oh.
Have you seen my mommy?
No, she hasn't come in here. I'm streaming, so don't walk over there. I don't know why it said error something. It says locked. Request had invalid authentication credentials. Still working though, whatever. I don't care. Yes, I found the last pin. I put it back in. Now we are almost done. I'm just an idiot, that's all. It was in that back cap and I couldn't see it. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but my thing is like, my phone is freaking out. So I may have to walk back and forth between my computer and stuff to see chat. Okay. Gotta get this hole lined up for the next pin to go in. This thing is just so easy. So easy. It's just pins and screws. So if you're scared of doing this yourself, it's probably one of the easier things that I've worked on. Just a few simple tools that you can find at Harbor Freight. And I think for like maybe 40 bucks total. Maybe 50 bucks total. You can regrease this, pull it apart, make it look brand new. I need to hammer that pin in a little bit more. I I mean, you could probably find these. I say if you can find one of these on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or whatever, for like $100, spend the initial like $30 on tools or whatever. How long have we been live? 46 minutes. You could regrease these, and we've been doing this pretty leisurely. You can regrease these, make them brand new, buy parts for it pretty cheap. Like if like that gear was $6 or something like that, and then you could sell them on Facebook. I see these things on Facebook for like $250, $300 because they're like $400 brand new or something like that. I really believe that you could. I mean, it's easy. This is easy. I wish I had another one so that I could do it again. So if you find one on like Facebook Marketplace or something like that, and you're hesitant because the posting or whatever says, it's kind of noisy or it's not running quite right, you can pull these things apart in less than an hour. I mean, obviously, I would spend more time on it if it was something that I was going to resell. But like easy, this was so easy. Don't forget your little grease ring. You want to use a rubber mallet on this so that you don't damage it. Keep in mind, this is my machine. Anyways, I honestly think that you could do this, no problem. If you're doubting yourself or something like that, don't. This was easy. So easy. Yep, found the pin, put it all back together. We're about ready to see if it works. I'm going to check this speed plate to make sure that it's fine. Sometimes the speed plate is, it'll rattle a bit. And so you can just replace it. Everything on this is easy to replace. It's pretty cheap. Easy. Don't touch that when it's plugged in, okay? I am warning you right now. Don't touch it while it's plugged in, okay? Nope, that looks good. It sounds great. It sounds fantastic. It sounds brand new. It's not brand new, but it sounds brand new. I unplugged it, so you know. No, easy. Easy peasy. Bam. Less than an hour, you can regrease KitchenAid. Hour and a half if you want to do it right. Oh, not the right screwdriver. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. I know. I'll clean all this grease off later, but I mean, it's food safe grease, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns? Forward them to my legal department, aka this paper shredder. That's it. That's all I needed to do this morning. Would you guys like to see some of the next projects that are coming this winter? Okay, let me open my garage door. Okay, I'm gonna flip you guys around. Flip. Okay, this motorcycle in the box. If I can get all the bolts for it, it's coming this winter. This 65 Chevy C10 step side is going to be done this winter as well. Well, not done, but it's going to be something we're working on. Also, I don't know if you noticed, Ace, this is for you. My shop. Oh, look, TV. All my motorcycles, all my car parts. It's coming together. All right, you guys. That's it. That's it for me. Unless you want to hang out and drink coffee with me. If you do, let me know. Otherwise, that's it for the day. See ya.